boss too and still be on cloud 9. And I could have 9 lives, but I still wanna ride with only you by my side. I'm feeling like a rocket. You fire me up. You give me a buzz, yeah. You fire me up.
This is definitely the worst skate park in New York. It's not a bad skate park. Just compared to other parks, especially all the new ones that are being built in the city right now, this is definitely the worst out of all of those. This grind box is perfect. There are a few things here that are really weird and strange. I don't know who the hell built this and what they were thinking when they were building it. I don't know if they're trying to consolidate, save some space, but the first thing I want to show you is the quarter pipes. Now you have these quarter pipes that are built with no deck. They still have a good transition so you can do tricks on them, but the weirdest part, I guess the hardest part and why it makes it bad, is that they're really narrow. So if you had this quarter pipe with no deck, as they do around in the city, it's not bad because yeah, you can't really do too many stall tricks besides salads and stuff like that, but just the fact that it's really narrow makes these things really awkward. And they could have just made this one big quarter pipe and it would have changed the skate park. The next thing is this insanely steep kicker box that I've never jumped, never will. It just feels, this little wall ride is actually pretty fun. It's a generic little wall ride, but what makes it really fun is that it has the angle iron on the side, so you can do some grinds and then pop in, and just a nice little grind box wall ride, can't go wrong. And of course, more of these amazing quarter pipes. They could have just made one quarter pipe all the way across right here, and another one here, another one there. Would be a nice hip transfer. You can still hip transfer this, but I mean, why? Why would you just not connect, just put a little bit more concrete right here? And that's kind of what we're dealing with today. Like I said, it's not a bad skate park. At the end of the day, any skate park is better than nothing, and I hear a lot of stories of people where they live. They go, wow, that skate park is so good, and it's been in comments on videos where I was at a certain skate park that actually didn't have much, and they're just like, man, I don't have anything. So at the end of the day, anything is better than nothing. And if there's ever a reason where you can't ride something, you don't feel comfortable, it's not the obstacle's fault, it's yours. You should be able to learn to adapt and be patient, because a lot of times there are spots, there are skate parks that don't allow you to do your top tier tricks, but in order to have a smile on your face, you need to learn how to ride even the weirdest, sketchiest things, such as this quarter pipe. We'll try to hit every obstacle at least once, but the main focus today is this grind box. This is something that I would probably like to build if I get a house one day and want to have this in my driveway. It's perfect height, perfect length, and it grinds. That pretty much sums up the entire park in a couple minutes. You can see how there are some things here that are fun, it's just challenging. So this quarter pipe, I couldn't do my entire trick list on this quarter pipe. One, it's really steep, it almost feels like a wall ride. Two, there's no deck, so to do stall tricks, it's a lot sketchier, and it does have pop. It's a good thing it does have pop, so I'm able to do bri flips and flares easier than to do a triple whip, just because of that snap. Like leaning back or pushing your back wheel, it works. Also, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that every so often, maybe like a week or two, I just randomly post, like no warning, I randomly post on my Instagram story that I'm giving stuff away or leaving things at a skate park. And today I'll be leaving something at a skate park. I don't know if I'm gonna leave it at this skate park because it looks like not so many people come here and ride based on all the rust that was on the ledge. I have the NV tri-bearing wheels, and a lot of people saw this wheel previously on my video. This is NV's tri-bearing wheel. I did a video on this before, but a lot of people were asking, and I have a few of these wheels that I'm giving away. So if anybody's wondering what this wheel is about before I get away, I'll explain. Both these wheels and my wheel are 120 millimeters, so the diameter is exactly the same. It's just the width. So these are a lot wider than my signature wheels, and my signature wheels are usually wider than most wheels. So this is even wider than most wheels. Giving it the tri-bearing, you have a third bearing in the middle, which seems weird, but if you think about it, when you ride a regular wheel, you have a spacer in the middle. So instead of having that spacer, you have another bearing, so you have less friction, which allows the wheel to roll more. So that's the whole point of this, and at first I thought it was strange, but then if you think about it, like I said, it makes sense to have something else in the middle that rolls and that's smooth and that has bearings instead of just a piece of aluminum. They come in all different designs. I have one of each wheel that I'll be just randomly leaving in skate parks, or might be doing giveaways on my channel. So if you follow me and Envy on Instagram, it's more of like a lead because Instagram is a little bit more live than YouTube. This video I'm actually filming the morning before you're watching this, but most of the time my videos are filmed a couple of days, sometimes a week or so in advance, just so I have something to post. If you guys want to know more about the scooter I ride and the parts and other parts, check the link in the description that says my scooter. You can get my signature scooter on there, signature deck, signature wheels, all the good stuff, and of course the tri-brand wheels. Now, before we get out of the worst skate park in New York, I'm gonna mess with this ledge. There's a squirrel on the ledge. Can you see him? I'm gonna ride the ledge with the squirrel and try to do a couple more tricks. And I really want to try some tricks that I've never learned that might be easy for the world, but there's some tricks that I'm missing that I want to do on this first, and hopefully end it off with something good. All those tricks, brand new. I've never done them. I've always thought about trying them, but a lot of times when I'm filming YouTube videos, I try to land tricks I know I can do or I am confident in. Those tricks, all three of those tricks took a long time. I've never done the heel whip straight out of like a pull back fakie manual, and I actually tried double whip, but right now school is in session and they're all coming out. I haven't seen anybody in school in months, so a lot of people coming out. And it's tough for me to really ride hard with my mask, and right now I have to put my mask on. So I'm gonna end the video here. As you can see, we're making the best out of the worst skate park. No matter what, there's gonna be a way for you to ride something, so anytime you're lagging in a certain area, you should try to figure out what you can do, not what you can't do. A lot of times we always put ourselves in a point where, man, I can't ride this, or I don't know what to do. You don't have to go crazy. There's a way to be creative and have fun, and it's just sometimes you gotta kick it back down, stoop down to like almost a beginner level in your trick list, and then try to do those tricks and work your way up gradually. And that's what we did here, and we learned a couple new tricks. So appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for all the support, and I'll see you guys in the next video.